Let's talk about it, shall we? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Guggs. If you're new here, I talk about all things subconscious and I ponder the things that society just doesn't talk about. So that is what my channel is all about. In today's video, I'm going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to be talking about just stuff that people don't usually talk about. And the reason I'm doing this is because I think a lot of people will benefit just from hearing like a third person that they have no idea who they are talk about these things, because families, schools, friends, societies, no one talks about this type of stuff when we all go through it. So it's really weird to me that nobody talks about it. Like we popped up on the same planet and we're humans and we live in a society that like we all live in, like we're part of it. So like why not talk about things that are more relevant, things that, you know, we're all going through. So number one on that list, age. Why is everyone so scared of aging? Let me think. Okay, getting old is kind of seen as almost a little bit negative, and I don't understand it. First of all, every phase of your life has beauties in it, but if you're gonna be sitting in your youth and you're already gonna be stressing about the future, then you're not even enjoying your youth. So my thing is why doesn't everyone just live in the present moment and just enjoy where they're at? Why is there even like a thought of like, oh my god, one day I'm gonna have wrinkles? Like, okay, I understand one day we're all gonna have wrinkles. Tackle that when that comes. You never know what situations in life or like what phases of your life are gonna bring to you. You don't think you're gonna evolve as a person or change at all. You don't think your perception on things are gonna change. You don't think you might, I don't know, travel the world or get like your dream job or like meet someone amazing and like settle down or not settle down, whatever. Like you don't think there's all these adventures in the middle? Why is everyone in this generation just, oh my god, I'm gonna be old one day? And it's probably because social media has shown all these young people, especially on TikTok, like blowing up and stuff and like just getting, I don't know, getting really big and successful, and that's awesome, like good for them, right? But then don't take it personally and pressurize yourself and compare yourself to someone because of the cards they got dealt in their life, because you are on your own divine path and you should trust exactly where you are. It's so sad because like suicide rates and like depression, they're all going up. I genuinely think it's because as a society we are failing the youth and we're not talking about this stuff openly. Even like my older cousins, like that generation, they also learned to just keep quiet and not talk about anything. So it's always been like following through with like what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to get married at a certain age. You're supposed to have kids at a certain age. So really no one has ever really stopped and like chilled. Which leads me to the second thing. Why are we always like striving to achieve something? And this is coming from someone who has always just done that. Like in my life, it's been like get a degree, get a master's, get a good job, get a house, get married, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, the conventional path. And this may not be true for everyone listening to this video, but that was kind of my situation. So I'm going to speak on that. So the conventional path, right? It's whatever, it's set and it's supposed to set you up really well for life or retirement, but like that's not for everyone in the sense that some people have different callings. Now, what is a calling? A calling is pretty much just something that you have a desire to do. There's actually a really interesting book. I'll link it down below. It's a book based off of Japanese culture, and it was researched on why they live longer, and it's literally because the people there follow their calling. I find that so interesting because that's really the opposite mentality that we have here in North America, and I just don't really like understand it completely, but I'm also part of it, so I am here just questioning the whole damn thing. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so we're always striving for something, right? But like why is no one ever just chilling and just enjoying the moment? It shouldn't be like this, because then burnout will happen. And like burnout can happen in any phase of your life if you just keep going and you never chill and you just keep doing what others expect you to do, or maybe things you expect yourself to do because that's all you've seen growing up. But honestly, I feel like everyone should have phases of their life where they take time out to just chill and like enjoy where you're at. Be grateful for like waking up in the morning, also exactly where you're supposed to be. I'm a very firm believer of that saying. Anyways, number 3, therapy. There's a huge stigma around therapy. For me personally, growing up, if I said I was sad or depressed because I felt that way, I was immediately told by my dad that like, hey, don't talk about it because then it will happen. Therapy is what a gym is to the body. Therapy actually helps you unravel old belief systems and things that you have grown up seeing, which is just one very, very, very narrow path. You've only seen your parents do something a specific way. You've only seen your family members do something a very specific way. Obviously, you think there's only one way to live life. Therapy actually just helps you get exposure and helps you see this and helps you get a holistic mindset around what the real situation is. In therapy, you will also learn exercises and for self-reflection that you probably have never even thought about doing. And this is not me trying to sell therapy. I'm not even saying you have to go to therapy. I get therapy is super, super expensive. That shit is expensive. They know. What are some other things you can do then? Meditate, journal, read a book, take some time to just be by yourself. Okay, that's That's something we should talk about. Mental health is something everyone should be talking about, and I think we're doing a great job of talking about it more in the world because I see a lot more TikToks and posts about it. So great. That leads me to number 4. We're so scared of getting judged by other people. People are just scared to try new things and start a new business or live the life that they want to live because they don't want to get judged. But my question is, why does it matter what anyone else thinks if you are living your life and they're not living your life? At the end of the day, do you really get happy with all of your achievements if they were not for you? Or are you gonna allow yourself to live a superficial life the rest of your life? Like really, it's just one decision. It takes one decision in one moment to say, I care about myself. I want to do what I want to do. Those that love you will 100% support you on that journey. Don't let other people determine how your life is going to go. Don't be scared of failure. That is another huge thing that we should be talking about. Failures are bound to happen. We've all been in school. We've all gotten bad grades or failed a test. Both. Failing and failures is where growth takes place. So if you want to try something, fucking try it. And if you fail at it, cool. At least now you know. Like that should be the mentality. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that mentality and they just allow themselves to get tunneled into this conventional path that they've been seeing as they grew up. I also do want to disclose, if that's genuinely what you want to do and you're like happy, then great, fantastic. My whole goal with this video is to just instill that like you should have the confidence and you should have the means to do exactly what you want to do, and nobody freaking talks about that. It's always about external validation. I feel like if the whole world consciously just evolved in that sense, we would be a much better society. And this is just my crazy theory. Hear me out. There are probably other worlds out there that have a higher level of consciousness. They're definitely more highly evolved, and the society that they most likely have built, I wish I could just go and see. Like things can get done a better way in our society. I just feel like it doesn't get done a better way because no one talks about it. I'm also still learning, by the way. Like I'm putting myself out here because I think I wish I could have seen someone do this. Like I wish I had an older sibling who just kind of was like, yo, this is what you're probably gonna go through. Maybe not, maybe you'll go through something new and we're in it together and we can talk about it. And you don't have to be worried about talking about something like this, you know? Let's talk about pain. Everyone in this world will go through pain. Either it will be a loss of a loved one, getting bullied, trauma, family problems, you name it. And I'm not trying to manifest these negative things, but I'm just saying that these are things that happens to every human in different forms because I believe they are just challenges that are meant to uplift our soul and teach us. So, pain. The best way to get through any sort of painful situation is fully through it. You have to sit by yourself, no phone, no nothing, sit with yourself and feel the full brunt of the pain, cry, whatever you gotta do. I just think meditation helps you really meet your inner self, who is your higher self. It's just accessing that inner self is always a little bit challenging, but I think that can be done through meditation. And what happens in meditation is that you start to go into a flow state. Now, what a flow state is that you don't get so attached to material things on this planet, and then you start to just live your truth. And as scary as that might sound to some people, you have a higher awareness and you don't allow yourself to get too attached because you understand that everything is temporary. And again, this is a concept that's a little bit hard to understand, which is why I'm always like, everyone should just meditate. And meditation will really help, especially if you're in a really down point in your life, you've hit rock bottom, whatever that means for you, and there's no one to talk to. Watch YouTube videos like this, obviously, and meditate on it. And I think you will be absolutely fine. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, aside from that, I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day, and I'll see you guys next video.